All right, all right. Welcome back to another episode. Happy Sunday to everybody. Welcome back to Coach Clay's class. You're going to learn a little bit of something every time you leave. We're going to keep these nice, clean, quick, and concise with some great information. Today, we're going to be talking about negotiations. Now, a lot of people do call us, and by the way, on our videos, we talk about the deals that we're able to get for our clients, and a lot of that comes from negotiations. Okay, and there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of strategies that we follow when it comes to negotiating. It is not just cut and dry. Go and negotiate, and you can do it that way, but we follow a particular strategy, and so there's many videos that we can make on this. But for today, we're just going to strictly talk about what we negotiate. Okay. So we're going to make this into a little bit of a series and try to tie it all in together on all of the moving parts that we talk about. By the way, we got the video of the home tour just playing in the back for you in case my whiteboard's a little boring. Okay. So once again, a lot of people call us wanting the deal, or maybe some of you are out there trying to negotiate or thinking about getting a quality deal. All right. And so today we're going to talk about what we negotiate in the simplest form. Okay. So 3 things that we typically negotiate. Okay. You have the price of the home. Okay. You have concessions, and you have upgrades. Once again, forgive this thing. I'm getting so used to this thing here. It's different writing on the whiteboard. So you have the price of the home, you have concessions, and you have upgrades. What are these things? All right. So price of home is pretty self-explanatory. That's the overall number that you are seeing on the document that you're kind of the out the door price, right? The overall price of the home. This is probably the most common thing that people want to fight for. Everybody's like, I want to knock the price of the home down. And yes, I mean, there's a place for that. But I would say that it's not number one. Okay. And we'll explain a little more why here. Do I actually? Oh, yeah, I do have those. Okay. What concessions are? Concessions are what the builder or the seller or anybody is able to contribute to your loan. That's not your down payment. That looks like beer. I'm looking at this over here during the walkthrough. So, for instance, if you're doing an FHA loan, right? So let's just write this down here. See what I mean? So let's go FHA. If you're doing an FHA loan, you do have a minimum down payment of 3.5%. By the way, I'm not a lender. I'm not a loan officer. I help people like you orchestrate the entire process of things. You'll have a lender on your side, whether it's the builder's lender or our preferred lender or somebody that you know or trust. Okay. Either way, a concession is not the 3.5%. Concessions are what it takes or what it costs to originate your loan, right? So you have things like what the lender charges you to originate the loan. You also have your insurance for the first year. You have taxes on the home. And so those are things that you have to cover, but they could be negotiated, right? That means you can have help with those things. The 3.5%, the builder cannot give you money to help you with your down payment, but they can give you money to help you with your other costs, okay? And that's concessions. That's what we're focusing on there. And then obviously, lastly, are upgrades. That's going to be things like your garage door openers, your appliances, screening your porch in, like all of those things inside of the home that you would think builders would come with appliances, but not always, right? All right, so let's just run through this. A lot of people want to attack the price, okay? So I'm here to tell you that I would put the price, honestly, in last place when it comes to negotiating, okay? But there's something there for it. And once again, everybody's situation is going to be different. It's all based on your situation. But for the most part, people will come in and they'll try to attack the price, right? They're like, I want $5,000 off the price and then I'll take it, okay? Let's look at the difference between. So I went and I did, here's the $500,000 loan, okay? And here's your mortgage payment. 3614, and then I took $5,000 off that price, and your payments change by about $35. Okay, so a lot of people don't really know that there's a very minimum amount of movement when it comes to the overall price of the home. All right, so let's see what we can do with $5,000. Me personally, I would rather make sure that they're maximizing what they can give you in concessions. All right. So for instance, an FHA loan, they're allowed to give you 6% back. Let's go ahead and just cross this out. So that's something that this 3.5% that I'm crossing out, that's obviously something that's non-negotiable. You have to pay that as your down payment. All right. But this 6% here, this is what the seller is able to give you back maximum. All right. And a lot of you don't know this. So on a $500,000 home, if the builder is giving you about $15,000 in concessions, you see this all the time. We're going to give out $15,000 in closing costs and and you may be ecstatic about that. And you may say, hey, all right, cool. So now I'll take that and let's knock the price down $5,000 and that's boom, boom, boom. No. First and foremost, like, let's just put this $35, like let's, saving you $35 monthly. Let's first try to see if we can get you another $15,000 or something there. Right. And so not all builders are going to just give you the 3% in concessions. Okay. Sometimes they're either going to do one of two things. They're going to save a little bit of extra so they can give it to you, like a little bit of wiggle room, or they're going to wave the flag and maximize it, right? There's builders out there that are like, we're giving you the full 6%. Come to us. And then there's others that are just saying, hey, we're going to give you $15,000, and maybe we can negotiate a little more. But first and foremost, let's maximize concessions, because giving you an extra $15,000 in your pocket, the amount of things that we could do with that, we could probably buy your rate down, right? So if I were to change this, so we have this at a 7.7% interest rate, right? So let's keep that there, right? Let's put this down at a 6.7% interest rate. And let's give you the full. Once again, this is just a cool. Oh, you could just go online and do this. Cool. Look at this. 33. Look at this. Saved you $300 a month just by dropping it down a point. What we can do with an extra $15,000. So you can cover closing costs. Now you can buy your interest rate down. You could probably buy it down a lot more than this. I'm just plugging numbers in and showing you, like, I would rather save you $300 a month than $35 a month. Okay. Secondly, so I would put this as number one. This is what we like to focus on first. We personally, and on my team, we like to check this box for you first, okay? And I do understand there's a lot of emotions when it comes to negotiating, but sometimes we have to give you a little bit of logic to help, okay? The second thing, let's see if we still got a tour for you guys. We do. All right. So number two, we're going to go upgrades. Why upgrades, okay? How much does it cost to epoxy your floor? How much does it cost for this washer and dryer right here? How much does it cost for a refrigerator? What about the garage door opener? What about window treatments? I'm talking about what I've just mentioned there. I mean, we're talking about $7,000 to $10,000, depending on what type of appliances you end up getting, right? And so instead of giving you $5,000, instead of saving you, right, let's just go ahead and do $35 right here. Monthly. Instead of saving you $35 monthly, I rather get you about $10,000 worth. Because if you don't get this from the builder, you are then going to spend that out of pocket to live in the home. Okay. So I'm trying to maximize. That's what we do on our team. Like, our job is to, once again, think from a logical perspective and maximize for you. Okay. So we focus on these things right here. So once we've maxed you here, guess what? These upgrades are no longer an incentive. Why? Why aren't these incentives? Because these are things that are going into the home. This has nothing to do with the loan of your home. So what we're trying to do is make sure the home is decked out for you, right? Because you're going to have to go in and get these things if not. And I promise you, you won't realize you don't have them until you're getting ready to close. And then you realize how expensive they are on top of your moving costs, on top of all of the other fees here. And then lastly, we try to move the price. But here's the thing. The last thing that the builder wants to do is change the price of the home, right? Because then, right, let's just say these are all of the homes that they sold. all of the happy people in homes. And then here's you over here. If the price of your home goes down, right? If they change the price of your home, that affects the value of all of these people's homes over here. Not only that, it's going to affect the value of the future homes because there's something called an appraisal. So now all of these future home values are going to go down. The last thing the builder wants to do is move the price. And we understand that. So what we want to do is we want to get you these things. We want to max these out, right? As much as we can. And plus, we can get you a lot more. Not only are we going to save you a lot more monthly, but we can get you a lot more because these are things. So this is something obviously that's calculated, right? Maxing you out for this example at 6%. This is not calculated. This is part of the build. So we really, really try to get you those things. Either way, long enough video there. I hope you like my drawing. I think I'm just more motivated to hop on the whiteboard for you guys, but you got to hit the like button for us. We're giving you a piece of content every single day. Today's Sunday. I'm in the office on a Sunday, cranking it out for you guys. So if you got a little bit of value out of that, make sure you hit the like button, share it with somebody that you know that might be, buying in the state of Florida. My team and I would love to assist you with that. We're Tampa, Orlando metro, and we all kind of live in our areas. So that's how we're able to be so knowledgeable about these areas. But hit the like button, drop down in the comments. What else do you want to see? We're going to bring you another part to this series here. We're going to talk about who we negotiate with and how we do it. This is a formula that we use. This is how we're able to win. So, but if you're somebody looking to make the move, team@morefla.com, send us that email. We'll catch you on the next one.